Gentlemen, welcome to Mantelligence. Today we're excited to share with you a very intriguing topic. Kate, do you remember that video we watched earlier?
Yes, Beardy. I enjoyed learning the attractive man's take on the 3 best ways to start a conversation with a beautiful woman.
I did too. Even Larry had a great time learning about how we can charm the ladies. That's why we were inspired to make our own video on the top 5 ways to start a conversation with a woman. We want you to know how to flirt with a girl and how to get a girlfriend. That's why we're also going to share the number 1 thing that ends a conversation with a woman. Let's get started.
Number 5, keep your enemies close, but keep me even closer. If you want to know how to approach girls, you first got to know the body language of a girl who wants you around. One of the telltale signs she wants you is when she moves close to you all the time. It's one of the signs she wants you to talk to her. If you're wondering when to approach a girl, this is the perfect time to do so. Before you start a conversation with her, make sure that she exhibits the signs she likes you. Some of the signs a girl wants you to approach her include making eye contact, fixing her hair and clothes endlessly, and whispering with friends as if they're keeping a secret. In some cases, the girl might even be the one who makes the first move. She'll speak to you about anything, really, but you'll know that she's interested if she tries her best to keep the conversation going. She'll leave little clues here and there about where she hangs out or what activities she's planning to do. That's a clear sign that she wants you to ask her or approach her about going on a date or planning something together. These are the signs that you should look out for if you want to know whether or not you have a shot with her. If you need a little more help finding out if she's interested, this video on the 5 signs she wants you to talk to her should do the trick. Number 4, what's the sitch? If you want to know how to talk to girls, a simple but effective trick is to talk about the current situation. Meeting people usually happens when you're at a common event or venue. So while you're there, open a conversation about what's happening. For example, you're at a party and you notice that the girl you want to talk to just finished talking to a friend of hers. You can start talking to her by complimenting the food or music. You can say something like, "I love it when I go to parties and they have great dips for chips. Did you try the queso dip?" She'll be more likely to respond to you because you asked something specific. Remember that you have to be the one to carry the conversation, so you have to ask questions and engage with her. You can also comment on the music. Say something like, "Hey, would you happen to know how she knows the DJ? He's solid, and I'd love to hire him sometime." She'll then say that she doesn't really know the host and that she got invited by another friend. Or she'll say that she can introduce you to the host. Then it'll be your job to keep the conversation going. When you talk about the current situation, never say anything negative. You might offend her or her friends if you comment about anything bad. If you want to know how to pick up women, you should remember that her first impression of you should be that you're a respectful and decent man. It's that simple. Number 3, shower me with affection. If you want to know how to talk to your crush, giving her compliments is the easiest way to start. This is one of the most powerful conversation starters to get her to open up because she can share something about herself that you already noticed. For example, you say, "Hey, I can't help but notice that you have a different hair color. It suits you really well." A true alpha male knows how to give great and specific compliments. This will allow her to tell you a little something about your comment. She'll respond with either a, "Thanks, I just got it done this weekend," or, "Aw, really? It was supposed to turn out a different color though." Whichever way it goes, you'll have already started a conversation with her. You can also make a comment about her personality. Say something like, "I admire how you handled that rude guy earlier. You definitely put him in his place." Women love to be complimented about the things they would be particularly proud of. You'll get a good conversation out of it, trust me. She'll respond with something like, "Oh, I didn't think anyone noticed. Thanks for saying that." Then follow it up with questions about what happened, or if it doesn't fit, maybe change the subject altogether. What's important is that the conversation has already begun. If you need an in-depth guide on conversation starters, this video about the 10 best questions to ask a girl you like, powerful conversation starters to get her to open up, can help you out. We know you've been enjoying this video so far, but don't go because at the very end of this video, there's a secret we'll reveal. The number 1 thing that ends a conversation with a woman. Let's get back to it. Number 2, how about a little pick-me-up? If you want to know how to talk to women, you should learn about what pickup lines to say to a girl. We've got a lot of awesome pickup lines on the Mantelligence dating site. We've provided various scenarios and examples for what kind of pickup lines to use. Learning how to get a girl involves knowing what to say and when to say it. One of the best ways to start a conversation with a beautiful woman is by using a unique pickup line. Make sure that you approach her at an appropriate time. See if she's talking to anyone or if she's preoccupied with something else. else. Avoid approaching her when she looks like she's not ready to receive the line you're preparing to say. It's also important to remember that you need to deliver the pickup line with mastery and confidence. If you want to know how to get a girl, practice what you'll say beforehand. If this is your only chance to speak to her, make it count. Don't mess it up, because there's no going back once you make a bad first impression. Also, use your instinct and discernment to identify the most fitting pickup lines you can say. Steer clear from inappropriate lines and notions, because she might just shoot you down completely before you even finish speaking. So make sure you choose the best line to say in the most appropriate time, and you'll be good to go. Number 1, what are you having? The most common scenario of men having fear of talking to women is when he has to do it in a bar with a lot of other people around. If you find yourself in this situation and you need a good way to start a conversation, just ask her simply, "What are you having?" This is risky, but it's the most promising tip we recommend if you want to begin a conversation with a girl at a bar. Then you might even spot some of the signs a girl likes you when she responds positively to your question. She might say what she's drinking or offer to buy you a drink instead. Either way, it will open up the conversation with her. To do this, you should be observant of her body language. If you're eyeing her for a minute before you approach, see if she looks your way or makes small glances here and there. Then you'll know what to do when a girl looks at you. You can now approach her and ask what she's having or what she's drinking. Remember, be respectful at all times. If she says no, it's not an invitation to keep persuading her. It means that she's not interested. You'll know if a girl likes you because she won't give up the chance to speak to you. Try it out. Now you know all the best ways to start a conversation with a woman. Keep in mind that talking to women requires you to be on your best and most respectful behavior. Confidence is important, but a woman will be more impressed with how much of a gentleman you are. That's why we want to share with you the number 1 thing that ends a conversation with a woman. If you really want to impress her, avoid being crass and disrespectful. Pay attention to the things you say and choose words that are decent and polite. If you want her to become your girlfriend, you have to show that you're worthy of her time and patience. That's why you have to speak with dignity and intelligence. If you're truly an alpha male, you don't need to use foul language to show your dominance. You'll be able to show it just by being a decent gentleman. Do you know of any more useful ways to start a conversation with a beautiful woman? Comment them down below. How about it, gentlemen? Now you're good to go with all these awesome ways to start conversations with a woman. Talking to a girl is easy if you know she likes you too. So before you start to talk to her, it's also good to know if she wants you to talk to her. For you to find out, check out this video on the 5 signs she wants you to talk to her.